Okay, so I'm gonna go with a little bit of a different setup today. I just wanted to set up my camera and test it out, see how I can frame things, and really start off with some more interesting videos than just ones that I can make off of my webcam. So I'm upping the quality a bit. So hey, my name's Theo, and I didn't really know what else to talk about because I didn't think I really had much to offer or teach. So I wanted to talk about my personal experience in the fandom and really as an artist. I think that's something that I'm very passionate about, and that's the field that I feel most comfortable talking about. So specifically, like, on the fringe, if you're on the fringe of making art a hobby or a career, really, how can you start in the fandom to develop yourself? That's something that as soon as I got into the fandom, I always asked myself, and I think the fandom has always been a very positive and encouraging community to develop yourself as an artist. So that's what I want to take the time today to just talk about. First off, I just want to give a little bit of background. I was not that good at art. I literally knew nothing. I couldn't even picture a box and draw the box in any space or orientation. It was really bad, and that's not to like humble myself or anything. Like, I literally could not draw. Like, it was bad. I took a couple art classes in high school, but they were just not helping me. I couldn't really imagine myself as an artist at the time, and it's really conflicting when you feel like you want to be good at something, but you're just not seeing any progress or anything like that, or any sense of community or connection with the craft that you want to develop. And this is what makes the furry fandom, I think, so incredibly helpful and a great place to start. So that's what I want to talk about. First, starting off about 3 years ago in 2016, I was still in this like kind of lofty stage of, you know, like I kind of like drawing, but I'm not really consistent at it, and I draw once in a while, but not so often that I could really, you know, garner any kind of attention or do commissions. But really, in our fandom, art circulates so fast, so quickly, and so abundantly around the world that really, as an online culture, art is, I would say, to a degree, beyond personal connections, like, is the lifeblood of the community. It really does play a big part in the way that people connect with each other online, and that's something that's just like totally awesome. And I would say that I wouldn't be an artist today if it weren't for the community existing that gave me the courage to start off and develop myself the way I am today. Whether or not that's good or bad, but I feel like it's only been a positive experience. So to give like a little bit of contrast, like, this is how I started off with my art about 3 years ago, and this is what I draw now, and this is like the peak of what I can do when I take my time and I focus and I'm passionate about my craft. 3 years isn't a long time. It's really, really short, and I think with the right attitude and the right group of people, you can just make so much progress. And I think that's where everybody should be. Trying to better yourself, trying to better other people, trying to share the love, essentially. I'm getting a little mushy here, but it's really about securing yourself with, surrounding yourself with a lot of people that are also passionate about their crafts. So many people are so creative, and it's like I can't even articulate how positive people in the furry fandom can be, that you really should be a part of. So let's say like you don't really know where it is that you're going, and you feel kind of out of place and floaty when you're first starting off at art because you're at like level 0. Not that like art has any kind of tier system, but you're clearly a novice and you don't know where to go. I would say starting off in the community is really helpful, and you can really gauge yourself at where you want to be and where you are now, because you can look at the art that inspires you, the great artists, and you can try to pursue that. So you're already starting off somewhere. I would say find a Telegram chat or find some art group or some forum, if you're not already in one, to really saturate yourself every day so that you can think about art. That's what's most important. As long as you're thinking about art, you're not not making progress. And I think that's what a lot of people kind of, don't consider. It's like, oh, you got to be drawing all the time. That's true. You got to be putting in the physical practice. But at least if you're thinking about art, that's just a really positive first step. Okay, so one story that I'd like to share is when I first got into the fandom and I literally didn't know how to engage with people or offer commissions or even think that I'd be an artist worth his salt doing commissions for people. And this is where it took some friends of mine that I just met that really encouraged me to pursue my digital art path. I didn't really have any kind of work or profile to show, but there was just so much love and trust in the fact that I was even able to sketch something, or anything that I offered somebody would encourage. And I really owe that to my really close friends that I have to this day that gave me the courage to think that I could do art. So when I first started off, it was really rough, and I don't know if I have some of those images left, but the first couple of commissions that I did were sketch commissions, and it's literally because I didn't know how to do anything else. I couldn't paint, I couldn't color, I couldn't really do anything but just the basics and the fundamentals of what I was just studying at the time. And most of that was just figure drawing. Figure drawing was really, really powerful and helpful for me to understand the fundamentals. So at the time, don't think that because you don't know how to do every single thing under the sun for art that you can't at least offer something that you're able to do or make. People really respond to what you're able to do, and sometimes that's all that you need. The fact that I also enjoy drawing animals, I love drawing people's characters. That's something that I think a lot of other independent artists don't necessarily have access to. This audience of a lot of people who have their own creative and personal, unique, stylized character. It's themselves, and that's what they want to show to people. That's how they want to engage and really express themselves. And if you can be a part of that process, that's freaking one of the most beautiful things ever. So I would say if you enjoy drawing animals, if you specifically enjoy drawing anthropomorphic creatures, or even if you think you might, you're gonna get really good at it, and you're gonna have a really fun time drawing so many fuzzy people that you don't even know which way is up. It's just incredible to see all of the love and the characters, and literally every time that I see a different ref of somebody's Sona, I lose it, because not everyone's the same. It's literally yeah, sure, you can have a run-of-the-mill fox or dog or whatever, canid bias for sure, but nobody has. It's genuinely everyone's a snowflake, and I'm not trying to sound sarcastic. Everything is just so fun to draw, and such a new experience because it comes from different people, and you get to talk with them and engage with them and see what it is that they want to be represented in your art, and that's super cool. Commissions for characters are a really good start, I think, no matter at what art level you're at. If people want to see more art of their Sona, they'll gladly hire you. If they think that you have potential, they'll be there. So don't think that you're not worth your salt in art, no matter what level. Oh, this also brings me to another point, and it's that you don't have to even necessarily be a digital artist. You can take any medium, any creative aspect of your imagination and offer that. People make music, they make physical sketches, badges, pins, posters. Literally the creative avenues are endless, and people always love to see new and different ideas from different people. So don't think that you just have to do digital art to really engage with people or be a good artist. It's also just a really accessible medium, so maybe that's why it's popular. But I've seen even people do sculptures, even miniature figures of other people's Sonas, and that's freaking dope. I would love to commission somebody for that and just see their process and how they go from sketching out something to rendering something to physically bringing it into the world. That's really, really fun. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. This was kind of a hodgepodge video. I'm still trying to figure out my footsteps here while making videos and pursuing art and whatnot. I don't think that I have really anything formulated. It's just, if an idea comes into mind, I just wanted to talk about it and share my experiences about the things that I've been through while pursuing art and whatnot in the fandom, and how I've changed over the time that I've been here. So if there's another idea or something that somebody else would like me to talk about, maybe I can engage with you guys and like maybe read some comments, or just hit me up on Telegram at Shikokubo. That's a really good way to find me, or on Twitter too at Shikokubo. So thanks for watching. I want to pump out maybe at least 1 or 2 videos of talking about something related to the fandom, and yeah, I think that'd just be really fun. I'm having a blast just trying to start. So thanks for stopping by.